Hey, what's going on, everybody? Isaac here. Today we are doing a tabletop comparison on two Gerber fixed blades. This is the Strongarm up here, and this is the Prodigy. So let's take a look at some of the similarities and differences of these two knives. First off, we're going to start by looking at the sheaths and carry systems. So, the Prodigy, I believe, has been around a little bit longer than the Strongarm. So this sheath is similar to another knife we're going to bring into the picture, the Gerber LMF2. As you can see, it's pretty much the same design, same shape, same double snap closure here on the top. And we may bring this back in a little bit later as well. If you're interested in this, I did a straight up comparison with the Gerber Strongarm in a different video. So I do like this sheath on the Prodigy much better than the Strongarm. It just seems higher quality to me. They're both like over molded, some sort of synthetic plastic material. But this is just like straight up plastic, guys. And this has kind of a rubbery type feel to it. And I don't know, it seems better quality than the Strongarm. Now let's look at the back of the sheaths. Here's Strongarm. We have this nylon belt loop with a bunch of different snaps on it that comes off. So you can take this part off, that's your belt loop, and you can have this loop here to hook on to your MOLLE webbing. And that's how they advertise it. Now, for me, I would just take this and run my belt through it. And I have done that. It eliminates the purpose of this. So I don't even know why they sell it with this. You can just use this and have a bit of a lower profile. Now, one, you might say, advantage of the Strongarm is this piece that would connect here on the back of the sheath to allow you to scalp carry this knife horizontally on your waist. I'm not a fan of that style of carry, so I've not used this. I prefer the knife to ride vertically on my belt. Now, there's some configurations here. The Strongarm comes with these instructions on setting that up. So if you do choose to buy the Strongarm, you do get that. I got no instructions with the Prodigy. Now, we'll flip that over. So obviously this has a larger webbed back. Kind of similar again to the LMF2. And you can use these to attach to MOLLE. And right here is your belt loop. And this is a much firmer nylon material than the Strongarm. Just dropped that other one on the floor, but I mean, I can like squish this pretty good. And this, not quite as much. Maybe it's because it's wider. This is real wide. And I would just feel more secure with this on my belt. Okay? So, snap closures. Strongarm, single. Prodigy, double. Do you need to hold it in here? Probably not. But if you're worried, you got that extra security with a double snap closer. Now, do you even need these snap closures? Both knives fit in the sheaths fairly tightly, but, you know, maybe without risking anything. They give you the snap closures to hold it in there. Let's say you're a paratrooper or some other such occupation. That's the other belt loop here. We'll put that off to the side, get it out of the way. You know, you might want that extra retention here to make sure that knife isn't going anywhere while you're falling out of an airplane. All right. Now, let's take a look at the knives themselves. We'll take them both out of the sheaths here. So now that these are out of the sheaths, let's, look real closely. They're pretty much the exact same blade. There's slight differences, but same size, same material. It's 420HC and whatever coating Gerber uses. Both of them aren't sharpened all the way back. See how the edge stops there? You got that ricasso area. It's ground slightly different. The grind goes back a little further on the Prodigy. And you got this, more area, ricasso area here on the Strongarm. But other than that, same blade, different logo, both made in Portland, USA. So the biggest difference now is the handles, including the guards and pommels. So both have rubber overmolding. So they're really a glass reinforced nylon handle, and they have the rubber over top. Different texture. So let's take a look at the Strongarm first. I got this nice diamond texture, and it feels good, provides a secure grip. Another, more circular on the Prodigy. It's not as roughly textured, I guess we'll use that phrase, as the Strongarm. When you're gripping rubber, you get a certain security in your grip just because of the material, but I do like the texture of the rubber on the Strongarm better than the Prodigy. Let's focus in on the guards here. Let me zoom in just a little bit. So it looks like you get more of a guard, a little bit more of a guard on the Prodigy than you do with the Strongarm. However, I don't really know if that's the case. It appears that way at first glance, but it's just that the guard on the Prodigy is a different color than the rest of the handle and a different design. You got this actual, GRN that's separate here, whereas, the curve here, it really equals about the same as the Prodigy. And you can stick your thumbs right here. Probably need to zoom back out a little so you can see, but I think you're really getting about the same guard here. Maybe it is a little bit more on the Prodigy. I can tell from putting my thumb up here to the spine of the blade that I can do so much easier on the Strongarm. So we'll conclude there that the guard on the Prodigy is in fact bigger. Maybe not so much on the bottom, but you can definitely tell on that top guard. I think it's contoured in a way. If your finger slips up like that, the guard pushes it away from the edge, so minimizing the chance that you'll cut yourself. So let's look at the pommels. Gerber Strongarm. It's in the center. Maybe not dead center, but it's a little off center, I guess. I don't know why, but that's the way they make it. And this one is all the way up at the top. Now, same design, like looks like we probably got like a pentagon shape, you know, that you can fit a lanyard through there, and it's got that nice, you know, tip. You can use it as a glass breaker or skull crusher, whatever task you need it for. So let's talk now about price and availability. This tan-handled plain edge Prodigy is now discontinued, from what I can tell. But these were sold at Walmart and other dealers as well. But Walmart used to have these all the time. That's where I got this one. Maybe your local Walmart still has some in stock. You'll have to go check for yourself. But most everywhere online is out of stock of this Prodigy. Now, you can get an all-black Prodigy with partial serrations. That's still available at most dealers for around 77 bucks. The Strongarm is pretty widely available in both black and this tan color, coyote tan. And you can get it at the plain edge or partial serrations. So you got that option for the Strongarm. The Strongarm runs about $90 these days. Both knives made in America out of 420HC blade steel, and are both proven to be pretty tough. There's tons of videos on YouTube showing these knives, especially the Strongarm. It's very popular, and they're both great utility and tactical knives. I think you can't go wrong with either, but I think if you have bigger hands, you may want to choose the Strongarm. The way this handle is contoured, I think if you have really, really big hands, your grip may not fit as well. I have medium-sized hand, and I feel like if it was any smaller, I wouldn't fit in here. And this one, that the more Coke bottle type shape there, will fit larger handed dudes better. See, I got room there, whereas here, I mean, I guess I still have some, but I don't know, I feel more squished on the Prodigy, even though I guess it's just this rear quillion here that makes it seem a little bit smaller, whereas this doesn't curve back up as much. So really can't go wrong with either of these knives. Personally, I think I give a little edge up on the Prodigy because I think it has a better quality sheath over this. And, you know, a lot of YouTube reviews say, oh, this sheath is awesome because it's so versatile. It can scalp carry, it can horizontal carry, MOLLE attachments, whatever. Now, if you're someone who prefers scalp carry, then you're definitely going to want to choose a Strongarm. All right? Can't really configure this one for scalp carry as much. There is well, maybe I shouldn't shouldn't speak so quick. Let's do a little more eval here. Looks like we can unsnap this, and there are loops here. Now, it's not going to fit an extremely wide belt, but I bet I could fit mine through that. However, this is a lot bigger profile to be carrying Scout. You can do it, but if I'm going to carry that way, I would prefer the smaller profile of the Strongarm. But regular vertical belt carry, this is a higher quality sheath on the Prodigy. So hopefully you enjoyed this comparison. You know, these knives have been around for a while, all over here on YouTube, but hopefully you enjoy seeing them side by side to really get a good look at them. And I'm going to take my LMF2 out of the sheath here as well, just to join its Gerber family. You know, we showed the sheath earlier. The LMF2 is still bigger and heavier than both of them. It's a wider blade, although pretty similar blade length. They're all about 4 3/4, 4.8 inches or so. But, you know, if you're looking for a relatively affordable made in the USA knife from a company that's been around for a long time and that are proven to be pretty tough, any three of these will work for you. I like the Prodigy. I like all three, but, you know, I think I do favor the Prodigy a bit more over the Strongarm. And, you know, this one is just kind of a different breed, we'll say. The LMF2 just has a cool factor. Now, that's only available with the serrations, but you got that nice pommel, hammer. You got a sharpener in the sheath of the LMF2, but this one is a bit more expensive than these. Not tons, 20, 30 bucks, but hey, why spend it if you don't need to? All right, we've been droning on for a while here, so take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Share this video with a friend who might be looking at these Gerber knives. Take it easy until the next video.